is clear. We had a couple overnight issues, but for the most part, it is dry. Visibility is okay. One of those issues we faced overnight was 24 East near Blue Hole Road. Had a pretty nasty crash on the interstate for folks heading into Rutherford County area, Smyrna, Laverne. But so far right now, that is since clear in 24 both directions, having no issues getting through. Closer into downtown, the lights are on, things are moving, deliveries are being made. Here's a look 40 east of Broadway this morning. Slow start. I mean, this is what we've seen for the past couple of days. A really nice 5 o'clock hour. Then things ramp up at 6 o'clock. I'll continue to keep you updated as those things change. The traffic report is brought to you by Electronic Express.
Amelia, thank you.
He said trying to recover, trying to help us just a little bit before we get back in the swing of things. Just a reminder that as we do pick up with some of this winter weather, not necessarily everything that we're expecting to happen over the next few days, but really into February and March as well. If there are potholes popping up, hub.nashville.gov, great resource to make sure that the city knows about a pesky pothole in your area if you pass by it every day. Most cities, counties, they've got their own individual sites. We'll continue to talk more of that as we get closer to that towards the end of the month and also in the next few months as well. But just a reminder that you can let those teams know about it because they want to come help you before it gets a little bit crazy out there. Here's a look 65 south of Highway 96 in Williamson County this morning near Franklin. No message up there on the T-dot sign this morning. That's because those roads are dry. Visibility is good. If you are coming in from 65 from the Williamson County area into Davidson, having no issues with those drive times, about 15 minutes from Franklin. Jennifer. Taking a look for one of the street cameras up in Clarksville. Second and Riverside Drive, of course, there's no cars coming through right now, but you can see the gleam on the roads there. A little bit of rain has passed through that area. If you were driving in from Clarksville, maybe from Kentucky near the state line, for the most part, your drive into the downtown area is going to be dry if you're leaving right now, but that rain is coming in. And also for anyone from the west, coming far from the west side on 40 this morning. But other than that, this is the big picture map, all green on the roads, big interstates. That's what we love to see. Drive time is reflecting that. From Clarksville, 37 minutes, under half an hour from Murfreesboro, like we just saw a few minutes ago. Franklin is really nice from 65, 15 minutes there. Lebanon, 25 minutes, 23 from Gallatin, and half an hour in from Dixon. But nice start, chilly start. Tomorrow, though, going to be even chillier. We'll have more on that here in just a bit. Jennifer.
All right, Amelia.
Pointed out some of that rain hits coming from our Clarksville drivers impacting you, as well as some drivers coming from the west side on 40. Do have a brand new injury crash on the southeast side of town, Murfreesboro Pike and Hobson Pike. This is reported as an injury crash, going to be right there at the intersection near Mount View Elementary School. So just a heads up for parents there. If you're dropping off your child in an hour, 2 hours or so, hopefully it's wrapped up by then. But if you pass through that, might see some lights until then. We're going to get more information because, again, that was listed as an injury crash. Other than that, the roads are clear for the most part. Again, with that rain coming in, we're expecting to see some wet interstates out there. But 24 at Blue Hole Road, we had an overnight crash, has since been cleared in the eastbound lanes, eastbound and westbound moving with no issues. I'll bring you those drive times updated in just a few minutes. Especially see that exactly what happens coming up in the next few minutes when more people are getting on the road. A lot of that congestion, stop-so-go traffic signals already has 24 inbound from the southeast side in yellow. Sky 5 is up this morning heading to an injury crash that we have on the intersection of Murfreesboro Pike and Hobson Pike in the Antioch area. Going to be right there near Mount View Elementary School. They are on their way there. On top of that, on our interstates, if you are in the Jolton area coming in from Clarksville this morning, you may pass a crash. We have reported 24 between Whites Creek Pike and Old Hickory Boulevard here. Not seeing any kind of slowdown congestion just yet from here. I do have a camera. Once you get past that, everything is okay. But just a heads up, you may pass some flashing blue lights if you are driving on 24 inbound from the northwest side of town. The traffic report is brought to you by Stovers. We'll be right back.
The sex of the baby, but have you picked names?
Oh yeah, we've had a name for both genders picked out back when we were dating. So it was very easy. But props to my mom. Amelia was not popular when I was born. I'm named after my grandma. Growing up, hated my name because no one else had it. But now I love it because it is, you know, unique. But you've got a bunch of baby Amelias popping up. Sky 5 though, want to get right to this. We did have that injury crash report at Murfreesboro and Hobson Pike. Thankfully, that has moved out of the way. It looks like they've taken that into the gas station parking lot, so no issues down at Antioch for you. This traffic report is brought to you by Ashley. Nikki D.
Thank you so much, Amelia. Love seeing
The women's teams as well. It's like
Amazing, yeah.
First the football, now basketball.
They also
men's
have
and women's.
incredible baseball teams.
Yes.
throughout the
Always have.
Yeah.
Always have.
Yeah.
A credit to the athletic department there. They've
Yeah.
done a terrific job.
Watch out for Vandy.
Yes. Good morning, everyone. Glad you're with us. I am Nick Barris.
And I'm Jennifer Krause.
And I'm Amelia Young. You got your snow hats ready?
Well, yeah, don't tease.
Nice. 21 minutes from Smyrna, half an hour in from Murfreesboro. Unfortunately, if you were on the other side of 24 in the Jolton area, I do have a crash reported up there. 24 between Whites Creek Pike and OHB coming inbound. Not an injury crash. Hopefully it's something just a little bit smaller. Not seeing any congestion up there, any yellow or orange. That's a good sign that traffic is moving past that, but I'll continue to monitor that, Jennifer, throughout the morning.
All right, Amelia.
Traffic signals, what I'm watching this morning is 40 from Dixon because of that incoming rain impacting those drivers on the west and also northwest coming from 24 this morning. I don't have any cameras up there just yet. Need it to come a little bit closer to the downtown area before I can start to see how it is impacting our interstate. Sky-Fi was there in the 24 San Ridley Parkway area where that traffic is flowing through. Here's a look on the other side of 24 west of Old Hickory Boulevard for my drivers coming from the Clarksville area. Do want to note we still have a crash reported 24 just before this camera between Whites Creek Pike and Old Hickory Boulevard inbound. Not an injury crash. Still not seeing any congestion from that for my Clarksville drivers. Here's a look at those drive times. They reflect that. No issues. 43 minutes in from Montgomery County. We'll be right back with more traffic news and weather right after. It is still dark out there, but we are so blessed to have Sky-Fi up, giving us a bird's eye view of exactly what's going on in every part of the mid-state. They are down along 24 and 840 this morning. You can see the cars. They kind of look like ants from this level as we are waiting for the sun to come up, but ants that are moving at a good speed. We haven't really seen anything major from this area if you are driving in from the southeast side of town. Of course, the big story this morning, as Nikki D and Leland have mentioned, is all of that rain incoming. So other side of 24 is being impacted this morning if you're driving in from Kentucky, from the state line, or from Clarksville and Montgomery County. Also from Dixon, my west siders do have a couple slowdowns around. Only interstate crash I have is inbound from 24 around the Jolton area, but it's really not causing that many issues. I'll have an updated look at your drive times in just a few minutes. Jennifer.
they're in the mid and upper 40s. So there's really not that cold air in place yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
Yes.
You
Now,
get
later
yet?
today.
Yet?
Yes, temperatures are going to drop later today. Holding steady for a bit, then dropping, and then when that...
I mean, my goodness, the past 2 days on the roads, when we got around to the 6:30 hour, we just saw a number of incidents. So far this morning, it has been pretty clear from those major things happening. 65 at Trinity Lane, some congestion up here. A lot slower up on the north side of town if you are coming from 65 or 24 from the northwest side of town. But 65 this morning, 41 minutes in from White House. Just know some of you are going to see some rain out there. It is getting closer to the downtown area, but for the most part, 65 is nice and dry. Send it over to you, Jennifer.
All right, Amelia.
Vista Pike, other than that, nothing going on. I mean, this is much different than what we saw the past 2 days, where it seemed like even though it was dry out there, we had a number of issues. So different story this morning. Love to see it. 45 minutes from Clarksville, 41 from Murfreesboro, 15 from Franklin. Some other drive times coming in, though. But, guys, of course, rain is a big issue this morning for some drivers as it gets closer to the downtown area. This traffic report brought to you by Twice Daily.
Right. We've got...
Welcome to News Channel 5 this morning at 9. I'm Jennifer Krause.
I'm Amelia Young.
And I'm Nikki D. Ray. Okay, this is your friendly reminder.
Yes.
Okay.
1 month from today is Valentine's
Oh, my
Day.
goodness.
Can you believe that?
Wow.
Well, yes, because
School.
Yeah.
Homeschool, yes, we welcome all handmade and homemade cookies right here.
all the things. Well, first, let's take a look at today's morning snapshot.
And well, many of us are still working to keep our New Year's resolutions. National Electric Service is asking people to consider yet a new resolution.
Yes, Eric Pointer joins us live. I could not pick it up. I did so many languages growing up. And
What'd you study?
We started with Spanish, then they had us do French, Latin, and then I think I went back to Spanish in high school, college, but really nothing stuck. And then when we were in Italy for our honeymoon, you know, you had the app out, you know, your keywords, and technology nowadays is crazy how it can help you, though, with translation.
Yeah, those new You know the Five Points area in East Nashville? Well, before it became what it is today, it was a hub of the city's political activity, and then people moved to the suburbs.
So in this day in history today, we're going back to 1993 when people moved back, renovating homes and businesses.
To hear them say it'd be nice to have a restaurant, and of course we've seen an explosion of restaurants there. It started actually back then with Margot Cafe and Marche, which sadly Margot Cafe is about to close, but that really kind of began things there. And also, you know, I remember it started in 93, 94, but then when East Nashville was hit so hard and much of it destroyed by the big tornado, I think it was in 96, that's when we really began to see the transition and the real reemergence, the rebirth of East Nashville.
So many stores there now. I mean, just in that area alone. She was saying, you know, it'd be nice to have just a gift store. Well, you can go anywhere and find little small knickknacks nowadays. But my goodness, yes, the food scene over there has exploded.
Yeah.
It's just so crazy to think, you know, what was once a little...
Where we are today.
Seriously.
Yes.
I'm going to start calling you Nick Barris. One can dream. I mean, goodness, thank goodness it's not going to be tomorrow. That would be miserable because it's going to feel like the teens and 20s for the bulk of the entire day.
Just really cold.
Very, very cold.
Okay.
All right, well, stay warm. Stay